We back in this bitch again, bro. We back. We were talking about the shed hunting.
Yes.
Yeah, it was flooding a lot this year. Well, the winter was so mild down here too. It didn't even.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm so tired. It didn't ever kill anything off. In Michigan, it's a lot easier up there because everything dies off from the winter. So you have like 2 months to look. Down here, everything gets green so fast. You have maybe a month to look. You think?
Yeah. I can't believe turkey season's still open up in Michigan. Clay sent me that video. I was like, dude.
Yeah,
our season's been closed for almost a month now.
If not, yeah. My brother was, I think he was checking trail cams or doing something on the property and seen this turkey, and Army crawled for 250 yards. It took him an hour to crawl it. And he shot this turkey in the middle of the field, and it was like a 50-yard shot, which is good for a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like something we do at Connors, except...
Yeah, Connor would just like turn around and pull the trigger, and the turkey would just be standing there.
Yeah.
Connor, dude, he is the luckiest hunter I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, dude. I've been with him every time he's hit the lucky shot.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, yeah.
One day, we were just walking in the middle of the field. Like, we hunted, and it was like 7:30 in the morning. He said, bro, I'm bored. Let's get down. I'm like, okay. So we started walking, and this just monster buck. We were in the middle of the field, and there was like a little divot where you couldn't plant, so it was just tall weeds. This monster buck just gets up and starts running, and he just shoots, misses. The deer just stops. He racks a new one, free hands, shoots, and just kills it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have been there when he killed that bobcat.
Oh, yeah.
It was through a tree line, through a fence, and it was about 150 to like 170 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Through a tree line, through a fence.
Yeah. What was that doe that he had to put like 8 arrows in?
Oh, God. No, that was a bad situation. We were hunting, and we didn't see anything. So, Connor being Connor, he was like, I need to shoot something. We were walking back, and we had to pass a corn pile going, I guess, back to the Kubota, wherever he parked it. And sure enough, there's a doe at one of the corn piles. We're sitting like...
Poor guy.
We're probably like 60, 70 yards away. And he's like, you think I can hit her? I was like, I mean, maybe. And he was like, okay, I'm going to try and shoot her. So she's on the corn pile. He draws back, shoots. I don't know if he hit her or not. We think he hit her. She ran off. And we're like, okay. And it was in that new field that they just bought.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of borders up to them. And then that doe ran, where the power lines are.
Mm-hmm.
She ran and was standing right under one of the power line poles. And we were standing kind of by those fences, those like cattle fences, whatever. So we were standing there. It was like another 50, 60, 70-yard shot. He was like, I don't know if I hit her or not. I think I'm going to shoot her again. I was like, okay. So he shoots her again. Hits her for sure this time, and she runs off in the woods. He's got like 2 or 3 arrows left. He had a whole quiver full. So we chase after her. Finally, we find her standing in the woods. She's like 30 yards away. He shoots her again and kills her. So,
yeah.
Didn't you guys have to walk up on her and shoot her again?
Yeah.
Okay. See those 4 arrows.
Yeah. But
no, but that bobcat was the best shot ever because it was running.
That farm is just. I mean, I've
filled with stupid animals.
Well, I've hunted a lot of farms, and that farm is just laid out very well for deer and turkey. I mean, just hunting in general. Because they'll put bait out, at all times. So there's always constantly deer, constantly, all types
turkeys.
All types of different wildlife out there. And I mean, hell, there was one morning turkey season last year where I think we all stayed up all night playing poker, and it was turkey season. And Kenny was with us, and we were like, hell, let's try to go, you know, film us killing a bird. Sure enough, I mean, couldn't have played it out any better. Went out there, found one on roost, set up right on the edge of the wood line, and I think it was like right at daybreak. Came down, came right out. We got a perfect video of it. And Connor shot it, and it was like 6 a.m. I was like, oh my god! Like, we had no intentions at all of hunting, no intentions of doing anything. Yet we still went out there and killed one just out of the blue. And it was like, you can't draw it up.
That's Connor's forte.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
randomly
It's like
killing the best thing on the farm.
Yeah.
It's like he puts like fluoride in his water and has the animals drink it and they get retarded, and then he goes and hunts them, dude. It's
actually insane.
yeah.
The day he killed like one of his bucks, I was with him. I was supposed to be getting it on camera.
Yeah.
And we both fall asleep.
Yeah.
I wake up, just hear something rustling, and he's the whole time, like all last night, the night before, he's like, we gotta make sure we like shower and the scent stuff so they can't smell us, because they always come down from this way and the wind's blowing this way, so we gotta be like really good about it. Yeah. I wake up, they're coming from the exact opposite direction he said
Which
they were
is
coming
good
from.
because he's coming up. They're coming up.
Yeah, and I was like, are those? I thought it was just squirrels at first. So I was like, just waking up, just
surprised
looking around.
you wake up.
Yeah, I woke up
Right.
and I hear him. I go, oh shit, Connor. And he's like, doesn't wake up. I'm like,
He's like,
he's like, what? I'm like, bro, they're right there. He's like, oh shit. And then, like, you know how you clear like a bunch of tree limbs and stuff?
Yeah.
There's
They're
nothing
shooting
clear
light,
over it.
yeah.
He's shooting trees at this point.
Yeah.
Just shooting shadows. And I pull the camera out and I'm filming and all you see are leaves. That's it. And he pulls back and just lets go and just instantly, and it drops like 30 yards away.
oh, he's shooting a bow.
Yeah, he was shooting a bow.
Bro, that dude's crazy.
Yeah, through trees.
Mm-hmm.
And drops it 30 yards later. It's the one with like the velvet on the
Yeah, it was that
on the
big
rack.
8-pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually a pretty damn good deer.
It was a good
great
shot,
deer.
too. It was like a
That-
perfect
It was,
shot.
it was a pretty good deer.
His farm is very impressive deer.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a photo of it?
Yeah, I think.
Can you take this photo and like put it like over the screen
Yeah.
while you edit?
Yeah.
And, like while we talk
I
about
think
it,
so.
it's like pew.
No, it's
I mean,
pretty
it's
good.
something like my 8-pointer, but
I mean, it's nothing like my 8-pointer.
no, I'm just kidding. I got it.
But
I
yeah,
remember when JT shot his buck. He woke me up from sleeping.
Wait, which one? The one in velvet?
Yeah, last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
No, the year prior. I'm sorry. We called it. We called this spot the G spot, and it was just so it's like it's a huge bottom, and there's like a truck trail that goes up into this bean field. And was it 2 days before that one you spooked one off the corner because you tapped your arrow on a branch or something? Or was that the same?
Yeah, and it was the same
brand?
buck. So that buck, I had been watching them, and which the field was in beans this year, and I'd been watching them and kind of trying to pattern them, seeing where they were coming out at what time, and I just got my saddle stand. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna put it up in this tree, and I'm gonna try and film it and get a shot. Well, where I was set up, my shooting lane was like right here. For some reason, I put my camera on a little too level with my shooting lane, and I had my bow on this side of the tree. I should have set it up a little differently. But that buck came out, and he was like 20 yards away. And I went to grab my bow, and as I was swinging it over, I kind of got my bow out, and I was getting ready to draw back, and I moved something somewhere, and the tip of my arrow or some part of my arrow hit my camera arm, and it made like a big clunk sound.
Mm-hmm.
All three of the deer, which early on they run in bachelor groups, so there was 3 of them. All 3 of the deer took off to the bean field. It didn't spook them to where they didn't come back, but
They just didn't know what it was.
yeah, they didn't know what it was, and it spooked them out of a shot, basically.
Yeah.
It kind of pissed me off, but I ended up just kind of going back to watching them, seeing where they were coming out at, and they ended up using a different path. So I moved my saddle stand over there, and then I ended up killing them. But yeah, I called Dale, and dude, we couldn't find him for a while.
Well, the beans were like over your waist. So obviously a deer dead. I mean, they're gonna hide pretty well. But it was like 6 o'clock. I got a call from JT. He's like, "Bro, I shot him." I was like, "All right."
We had been looking at this deer, and I had passed. I mean, how big do you think that 10-pointer was? Probably upper 140s.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid deer.
Yeah, I passed a good 10-pointer trying to get a shot at this 8 because he had a bunch of character around the base of his, like of his brow tines and stuff. He had a bunch of like just little stickers. Like I think he had like 12 of them, but I made it a goal to kill that one deer, and I passed up a couple different bucks. But we had been pretty excited as far as hunting him. You know, just getting film of him, trying to just kind of
pattern him,
pattern him and get it down to a science more of when and where he's going to come out at.
But it happened exactly how like you pictured it to happen.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he like ran a couple loops in the beans, and it was nice.
Yeah, which I had Dale come help me set my stand up, literally at lunchtime, the day before I killed him.
Dang.
Yeah. Which is weird because like that spot, like the year like last season, was not anywhere close to what it was that season that you killed that. Like, so it's just weird. Like deer just move so much.
Yeah.
A lot of times too, like the rut, they'll be chasing does and trying to get that, pootang,
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Look how much corn he's got laid out too, bro.
Yeah.
That dude,
Yeah,
It's just 3 bags.
Perks of your dad.
I will say that that's probably that 8 that I killed. That's probably the most, I guess, proud of deer. Him or the 8 that I killed in Illinois, because you can bait in Kentucky, but I didn't bait whatsoever over that.
In Illinois, yeah.
Well, not in Illinois. Well, obviously Illinois you can't.
Oh, I'm saying
On the 8-pointer here, yeah. I didn't bait. It was purely, a lot of tree time and scouting and finding out, what travel corridors he was using versus here's 400 pounds of corn. Let's just hunt this for 2 weeks straight and see if he shows up.
Sit around this pile of corn.
Well, the thing too, also, if you're hunting a mature buck, he knows this 400 pounds of shelled corn did not naturally get here.
type shit.
And they know, if you don't try and be sneaky with your trail cameras, they know like that's not a part of a tree. This did not just naturally get here. What's this 400 pounds of corn doing on the side of a bean field? Like, they kind of can put 2 and 2 together, especially the smart ones. And the older they get, the smarter they get.
The deer I like to shoot are like, holy shit. This is the
jackpot, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, it was, and luckily it was early enough in the season where they didn't really think they were being hunted yet. So they're all just hanging out. And
which it's
a good shot though. Didn't you clip top of the heart and double lung or what? Yeah.
He ended up running, I think, 80 yards.
I don't even know if it was that far. He just like didn't run straight. It was like
he just like ran a bunch of circles in the beans.
Yeah,
which was weird because we didn't find any blood until we were into the beans pretty far.
Well, probably because you shot him so close that day.
Yeah.
And then
he had to kind of get his blood flowing enough for it to come out.
I mean, he was probably just like woke up, took a stretch, and then just got shot.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be
well. So the way they were the way they were working through that bean field was the place that I could hunt was more of a bedding area, and they would bed, or it was like a day resting area, I guess, because it was so hot. It was like September 20th something when I killed him.
it was early,
and
it's like youth season.
he was no. But
Just kidding.
He was bedding in a patch of woods across this big bean field, and I kept getting pictures, and I kept seeing him in the mornings just come to this one spot in the bean field and then filtering through, and then staying in my section of the woods during the day, just like going in there and bedding down during the day because it was so hot, and feeding real early in the mornings and real late in the afternoons. So I slipped in there at like 4 o'clock, and I got my binos out, and I can see a group of them filtering through the beans. And this, I mean, how long do you think that bean field is from the G spot all the way to the top of the hill?
I mean, it's probably 300 yards.
Oh, at least.
Oh no, that one's the big field. No,
Yeah,
you're
the
probably
big
it's
one.
like 2 fields like connected.
It's probably
about.
like 2 football fields
Yeah.
long at
Well,
least.
300 yards would be 3 football fields, JT.
A little bigger than that.
That's kind of it's a big field.
Anyway, it's a big field. But anyway, so I could see him filtering down, and I kind of just waited, and then finally he came out, and you kind of gotta almost nut up, I guess, when it comes to that. You kind of. I personally, I mean, I've shot a handful of decent deer, and it doesn't get any easier as far as like you think, oh, he's killed 5 or 6. He doesn't get nervous. No, you still get nervous because it's like you want to put a humane shot on the deer. You don't want to fuck it up. You don't want to shoot it in the intestines or shoot it, in the shoulder and where it can't use one leg, and then it gets ate by coyotes on somebody else's land.
High lung shot, and he never bleeds, but he still dies.
Exactly. Like you want to make a ethical shot on the deer, and I mean there's always that excitement in you, because you've watched this deer for however long, and you've seen him, come in here, come in there, and it's just that's kind of the fun of it for me, I guess, is just the experience of it all.
Mm-hmm. And then like hunting too, especially bow hunting. I mean, you take like 1,000 acres that you can hunt, you got to get a shootable deer within like 30 yards, 40 yards, whatever it is. That's just difficult in itself to do.
Yeah.
What we were talking about, my brother texted me after he watched what was the last episode we were talking about goose hunting in Canada? Is that with Jack or? No,
Yeah, that was Jack.
Anyway, a couple episodes ago. They shot 814.
Snows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was sending me videos.
And they were all on private land that they got permission for. Some influenza is the disease that kept them from bringing them back to stateside. So I mean, you gotta like donate all the meat. So
is it even safe to eat?
Yeah, I would think so. Just like
Well, we don't really eat snows when we hunt.
CWD, chronic waste disease, hasn't ever they say it's safe to eat for humans because it's never made the jump from animals to humans yet, but it's like super deadly to other animals, right? So it probably is safe to eat because they're donating all the meat, but yet it's deadly.
I'm sure cooking kills a lot of it too.
Yeah, and that's the human anatomy is just different with a lot of that stuff. Or we have, I guess, different stuff to defend it. But anyway, I mean, they could have shot all those geese and none of them had it. But it's just that off chance. Like chronic waste disease it's uncommon, but when it spreads like crazy.
I've heard those snows will like decimate a crop field.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Like up north or like just anywhere with a big crop field, you get a pack of a couple thousand geese come in, and they'll just absolutely wipe out a field of crops, whether it's corn or beans or whatever. I think that's why there's a conservation season for them, which is good. But
God, how many shells do you think they went through?
I mean,
I'm sure Clay will text me, but that's how many boxes of shells?
You would have had to brought a case at least.
No, more than that. I mean, 800 birds
for yourself. For yourself.
Yeah, but
I'm
I think
saying
even
a case,
more.
if not 2.
I mean, okay, so it was they shot 814. There was, I think, 8 guys. Divided by 8. So that's 101 birds they shot.
Per person.
Yeah, per person. And, God, that's a lot.
Yeah. That would have been an awesome trip to go on.
It would have been, yeah.
I mean, absolutely just unloading.
It was relatively cheap, too. It was like $1,500, $2,000.
Really? I think the more expensive part, if we were to do it, would be the drive.
Yeah, well,
that'd be like a 2-day drive for us.
Yeah, it was, I think, 12 hours for them.
Yeah.
And they live in Michigan.
Yeah, that would have been rough drive for us.
Go to Canada. Canada. Yeah, that would have been a blast though. They my brother got in a video. I think one of the dudes almost got taken out by a goose. It was pretty funny.
Y'all excited for the bachelor trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that July 8th through the 12th?
Yeah. Did we figure out who's riding with who?
You're
I'm
riding with
Jack.
me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jack doesn't get off
Excuse me.
till that
Yeah.
Tuesday morning
Okay.
at like 7.
Okay.
So he's gonna go home, shower, and then he'd be ready.
Well, I don't know who my brother's riding with. I might just let my brother ride with Jacob Goodman.
Yeah, that if he has to ride with us, he can. I mean, it's just me and you in the Toyota, so.
Yeah.
I don't know how much room that car's gonna have, but I mean, if he wants to, he can.
Yeah.
But we're gonna leave out at like 9 at night and dip on out of here. I never drove him through the night before.
It sucks.
It sucks.
No, it's not bad.
I mean, traffic's not bad, but I drove. So when I went to, I think it's Gainesville, Florida,
Yeah.
to go turkey hunt. Me and a guy at work.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, we went down there to try and kill Osceola on WMA. We left work about 3 that afternoon, and we didn't get down there till probably like right at 5:30 the next day. We had to drive through Nashville, Atlanta, and then got down and had to drive through most of Florida, and it was definitely a drive. It was a long drive, which I think we caught a wreck in Atlanta, which that sucked. I hate Atlanta. Atlanta
Yeah.
traffic's terrible.
Their drivers are terrible.
Which it takes you like 45 minutes to get through Atlanta if there's no traffic, which is what sucks about it.
You guys didn't shoot anything down there though, did you?
No, we got close. It sucked to drive all that way and not kill anything.
How many hours was it? Was the drive?
Close to 15.
15?
Yeah. And no, we
30 altogether?
which we probably should have done a little more research on it and everything, but dude, we got close to killing one, but the brush and the land and the landscape down there is all so different than up here. Like you got woods up here that you can like kind of navigate, kind of walk through. Like I mean, I've grown up in them my whole life, and I mean, if you drop me in the woods, I can navigate my way through it pretty decently. Down there, it's like a jungle. Like if you hit
To the jungle.
like you'll just be walking and there'll just be a wall of shrubs or a wall of like just vines and little trees and all
Palm
weaved,
trees.
all weaved and intertangled together, and it's just like you can't pass that. You got to find some way around it. And it's like that way is a swamp. It looks like it has gators and snakes in it. Then that way is backwards.
jump
the way
in.
you just came. It's totally different terrain, especially on a WMA. But it was definitely a fun learning experience. And hunting a WMA being, it's open to everybody. It's public land. It's kind of harder to get on a bird, especially Osceolas. They're kind of a quieter turkey. They don't gobble as hard as like an Eastern. But
I've been shot at a lot too.
yeah, but we saw a couple. I mean, we were getting close. We only had like 2.5, 3 days to hunt. Anyways, we kind of just took a long weekend. But
It's a long weekend, dude.
yeah, no, we got close. We called one in to about, I want to say 30, 40 yards, but he was on the other side of some thick ass brush, and he just wouldn't make the jump to come to us. And if you've ever turkey hunted, you can't just walk around and walk your way right up to them. They're gonna see you 1,000 times before you ever see them.
Yeah, they
The hard
see
thing
good
about
as
turkey
people
hunting.
do.
Yeah, or they see better.
Yeah. Connor would have shot him and just letting you know that. Though.
Yeah, he would have. He would have.
Connor would have been like,
he would have thrown a rock in the air. It would have hit him in the head and killed it.
Yeah, but it was a good learning experience. If I ever go down there again, I'm definitely gonna try and get some contacts down there and figure out a couple things to do down there as far as where to hunt and how to hunt it versus, hey, let's go here.
Let's drive 15 hours, bro, and check it out.
Yeah. It was cool though. I mean,
Take a gander.
We saw some. I think it was like puma or cougar tracks. I mean, they were good sized tracks, and Saw some of them, and we saw a lot of turkeys on private, like cow fields.
Mm-hmm.
Cow fields down there are like gold to those turkeys because all the WMAs are all jungle grown up shit. And yeah, there'll be a few in there, but there's a lot of private land that's just flat cow fields that those turkeys just don't get anywhere else over there. And
It's nice, easy grass to eat too.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready for another duck hunt though.
yeah, me too.
I think we're planting the seed on going to one next year.
Good. Where you want to go out west next year?
I think that's what they were talking
I
about.
don't care to go back to Arkansas. Arkansas is always a good time. But
Yeah.
you know what you're gonna kill almost every
Well,
time.
kind of. I mean, we shot like 9 different birds.
Yeah, but
last
it's
year.
all like mallards, a couple woodies sprinkled in there, gadwalls, a shit ton of teal.
Shoot some pintail. That'd be fun.
Yeah, which there really wasn't. There hasn't been much pintail the past 3 or 4 times we went down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we killed like.
We killed one. Dad's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed one pintail. But as far as going out west, I just would like to get into more like widgeon and, I'm pretty sure, there's some black duck out west, but there's a lot of shit ton of mallards, widgeon, just more of your western ducks. I mean.
Yeah, I could get more mounted.
Yeah, you need more mounted, definitely.
Yeah. Just get like 30 throughout the house.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start filling up this wall. That turkey that we shot this year is almost done.
You can hang it up.
Yeah, where that screw is, it's right in the center.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm excited. I hung it up, sent a photo. Mom,
Yeah.
Dad called me like 5 minutes later. He said, "Take that off the wall." I was like, "Okay." He said that is not dried enough. I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right."
Yeah.
So I went out there and put tack nails in. It's been drying for probably, when did we shoot those? A month and a half ago?
Yeah.
I mean, that was right at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was still the craziest hunt of all time.
I wish we got that hunt on
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, if you didn't forget your GoPro, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, no. That would have been. No, we needed to have somebody like actually filming it to get the full effect. The GoPro, yeah, it's cool. You get a decent little film job, but if you got somebody with a camera, and,
Yeah.
zooming in and really get a good shot on them, that's when the video gets really good.
Yeah, that was a crazy experience.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. What else there? Oh, dude, we can talk about Stack Supplements. Shout out Stack
Yeah.
Supplements, dude. They have, I think Memorial Day is the
Yeah, I guess that's
Sale
why they
reason?
have that sale.
They're
Memorial
giving
Day.
energy drinks up to 12 per person for $1.
Yesterday and today.
So
So-
you get 12 for $12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pate and I have made an investment to.
I still have that Stack gift card.
Really?
Yeah,
You need to use it.
I know. I do. It's in my wallet. I might
Or you
go
can give
tomorrow.
it to me if you want.
No.
It's actually a good idea.
I might
It's
go
not like you.
tomorrow.
It's
How
not
about
like
you
you work
guys-
out.
How much money you got left on it?
I don't know how much I put. I haven't used. Well, yeah, I did use it, but I didn't use all of it.
Do you guys want to do like 1 through 10?
For what?
Do you give him the card?
No.
Why?
Yeah, I'll do
I
that.
don't,
It's
I
a
don't
little bit of
gain-
gambling.
I don't gain anything.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't gain anything from it.
You're not losing
He'll
anything
give
either.
you
You're
like a
not
handy
using
or
it.
something.
Yeah, no, I will.
You're not using it though.
I can go get 12 free energy. Or not free.
Not anymore.
basically
Not
free
anymore. It
energy
was
drink.
gone. It's Sunday's last day of it.
Yeah, today's the last day.
So, Pate, what do you have to give
I
him
can still go
to
get it
match it?
tomorrow. No.
Why? Dude, that's a great idea.
no.
Dude, you don't even go to the gym.
Yeah. I'm going to
Listen,
start.
I've been taking a break. Alright. Listen.
It's only been 5 months, bro. I'm taking a
Dude,
break.
listen.
Bro.
Hey, I've been busy with work.
Same.
It's been so long, people stop asking about you, man.
Who's
Yeah.
been
There
asking
you go.
about me?
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Gone forever.
Aaron Hernandez.
No way.
What? Phil? Oh, did he die?
No way.
Sweet. Damn.
No way he just died.
What? Phil Robinson at
Robertson.
Robertson. Poor guy just passed away.
No way.
Duck Dynasty. No way. Rest in peace. That's terrible.
That sucks.
Could be fake, but
Hopefully it is.
yeah, Jacob just sent it to our group chat, so
Oh.
could be
Oh.
fake, but
Goopy.
yeah.
Yeah, you never know what kind of link you're gonna click.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude sends the most devious links. It'll be like national weather, and then you click on it. It's some not national weather shit.
Not natural weather.
Imagine it's one of those like Bert Kreischer stories where he sends one of those links about COVID in your neighborhood to his wife. She sends it to her school, and like Matt sends it to like a bunch of parents, like watch out for COVID, and then they click the link.
Oh god.
Yeah, that'd be a good time. I was trying to think of some more hunting stories, but I've heard.
Oh, I got plenty of hunting stories.
I just remember sleeping growing up most of the time.
Yeah, I did that a lot.
Yeah.
You remember when I brought you out to the farm and
When we were turkey hunting?
We were turkey hunting.
Me or Pate? Oh, Pate.
Pate.
Yeah.
And it was like, had to have been close to 6-7 years ago.
It was a minute.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But we were turkey hunting, and we heard these two birds off this bluff.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk over to this bluff, and we're sitting on it. I'm sitting here, Pate's sitting like right there, and the bluff is kind of going off to our right.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, I'm calling a little bit, they're responding, I call a little bit, they respond, and then I call again, and they shut up. So that tells me they're either coming or they're getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm ready, and then I see two heads pop up. I'm like, okay.
They moving.
I'm like, all right, I gotta wait for him. I gotta wait for him to get in line so I can get a shot. I don't want to, stand up and spin, because they were like 60, 70 yards away. Mm-hmm. Well, I look over, Pate is passed out, dead to the world, on a rock on this bluff.
Dude, it was a comfortable rock.
Bro's built like a rock.
Dude, I'm sitting there, I'm
so
trying to wake him up. I'm like, Pate.
Well, I woke up, that's for sure.
And he's like, not responding. And these birds are getting closer, and they're probably like 30, 40 yards away. And I can still just see the tops of their heads, because they're kind of working their way up straight towards me, and Pate's like over here. Well, the birds are starting to come up this bluff.
Did you have a gun?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Pate probably could have smoked them. He was like another 5-ish yards closer to them. Mm-hmm. So
probably had a clearest shot in the world.
Oh yeah. So
I'm a better shot too. Like, that's the worst part.
So that's what you think.
I know it for a fact.
That's what you think. Anyway.
Every time we've shot clays, I've outdone you.
Anyway, let me finish
All
the
right,
story.
ladies.
So the birds,
And I'm
the
colorblind.
birds are working
Imagine
up
that.
this bluff, and
I get to see half the colors and make more shots.
I'm trying to wake Pate up. And he's not waking up, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna shoot one. So I raise up to shoot. All I can see again is the top of their heads. I pull the trigger. And they just they get up and fly off. And Pate wakes up. He's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, you okay? He was like, what just happened? I was like, birds were working up this ridge. If you were asleep, I tried to wake you up. But it's not like I shot over your head.
Might as well have been.
JT's rang my ear a couple times, duck hunting.
Yeah. That's what I mean, dude.
Listen.
Imagine waking up from like death to gunshots. Just and I'm like,
I don't think I've rang your ear that many
did you even
Dude,
did you even
JT
hit
rang
anything?
The fuck out of my ear
No, they got away.
I was like, JT, you ring my ear again, I'm fucking shooting you. That's how bad.
Oh, dude, I got your dad one time.
Yeah, my dad's hilarious because
Yeah.
he gets so upset. So like when you duck hunt in a blind, there's like you have pretty much like you shoot like 10-2.
Yeah.
Well, I was on the end, JT's next to me, and then it's like my dad, then my brother, then like guide or whatnot.
Yeah, and JT shooting like he's on the end. Huh?
Yeah, the birds are flying through, right? JT shoots, of course he misses, so I got to clean up his work.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to shoot here. All I
I'm
see is
used
a
to that.
barrel come to my fucking right here and shoot. Dude. I'm like, oh
Dude,
my.
it was not that close.
Dude, this was like the first volley, too. I'm like, JT, if you ever do that shit again, I'm fucking shooting you.
Dude, it was not that close.
I seen the flash your barrel right outside my phone. Yeah.
It was not that close. I
course,
got
you
your
know-
dad. I got your dad one time too.
Yeah.
And he was like,
JT gets way too excited
he was like,
sometimes.
holy fuck! I was like, my bad, Jimmy. Then no, your dad got me back though. Of
course he did, dude.
I don't know if it was on purpose or not.
Oh, 100%. My dad doesn't mess up,
He
bro.
definitely got my ass back.
Dude, my dad.
Dude, he did it to me. I was like, motherfucker.
Dude, the birds will be flying this way. My dad will go this way and just shoot next to it. Yeah, my dad does. That's all he
It was a
lives
good hunt
for.
though.
It was fantastic.
That
We
was a
shot.
good hunt.
Yeah, it was a.
I think we killed 30, 40 birds.
Yeah, that was a very good morning. But golly, dude.
Because he sucks at shooting,
Yeah.
No.
He's trying to make up. It's.
bro.
Go ahead, bring it up. I know
Bro.
I know you're getting to the story.
Dude, I got multiple stories. I mean, we can go back to early days in high school when we were on the shooting for the school,
Bro.
shooting trap for the school.
Trap shooting.
Yeah.
Mr. Goins.
Dude, what
Throwback.
did you get the first time you went? Like 10?
Yeah, 10 or 11.
Out of
To
25?
be fair, I had never, at that point,
Shot anything moving in the air?
I had never duck hunted, never trap hunted.
I gotcha. Me neither.
anything.
I still shot like a 20.
Okay.
I don't even know what I was doing.
That's actually a benefit sometimes. Is like not thinking.
I don't even own a shotgun.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
It's a,
that is actually crazy.
Peyton's never shot a. Have you shot a bird actually before? Maybe a
Like a
Tweety
little
bird?
twitty bird.
Yeah.
But them things are fast, dude. They just.
You should go duck hunting.
You should see a teal.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, and then the other day when we were all shooting, man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro,
We were
I
trying to
just-
race to see who could shoot first, and I just let you shoot, and then I hit it.
no, I beat you a couple times. There was that one where
Cap.
they wanted to start on the ground or something.
Yeah.
What-
No, just start with a gun pointing at the ground. Like it's simple.
Oh, no, I was talking about when. Like,
Oh yeah, sometimes you start with a gun on the ground, pick it up, then shoot. Yeah. Yeah.
I beat you on that one.
Okay, you can bend over faster than me. Whoop de doo.
No,
I can shoot better than you.
I bent over and got on one knee and smoked it.
Yeah, you cheated. I didn't know we could bend up and just lay down on the ground and then do it.
No. Listen, I had just got done with a call.
Listen.
and,
Well, listen, I just got off work. It's been a long day. It's okay. Just, you can use all the excuses, but
I'll let you think that.
yeah. At the end of the day, I was shooting better than you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Just put a shotgun in my hand.
We have to go back out there and do it again.
Y'all can shit on me all you want, but
Dude, I'll
me and
360
Dell-
no scope it.
Me and Dell. You remember when we went to Missouri with Connor?
Yeah, we're the only ones who shot ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. There was like 5 of us in the blinds.
Yeah.
JT and I just pretty much packed up the car and left. We had really no idea what was going on. JT and I were the only ones to shoot ducks. Literally, literally, only 2 people in the blind to shoot ducks.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Man, maybe I should have gone. Then there'd been
Yeah, it
2.5
was-
to shoot birds.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to get into it,
You should. It would be your perfect style of hunting. You
Yeah.
eat as much food as you want. You talk as much as you want.
you don't have to be quiet.
Drink
You can-
all the energy drinks you want.
Yeah, you literally say we went to Arkansas next week. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
wake
the rest
up
of
early.
shotgun.
Yeah, you wake up early, but you get out there.
It's not even that early, especially when it's guided.
Yeah.
All the shit's already done for you.
Yeah, you literally get out there. If it's a guided hunt, you literally get out there and you'll either be in an A-frame or a pit or some type of
Blind.
Yeah,
Floating.
blind.
Some of them are cool. Some have like fucking like stoves in them.
yeah.
Where like you can be like cooking eggs and stuff in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
my kind of hunting right there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And
It's either sleeping or eating for me.
you can do both. You can do
And,
both.
I mean, you don't have to be quiet. I mean, like deer hunting, you gotta watch out for your scent and you gotta wash your clothes.
Wear the right
Duck hunting-
camo,
Yeah, duck hunting. You know, I mean, yeah.
You just kind of show up.
Yeah, people want you to wear camo and like a face
Yeah.
mask.
My
whenever you
dad
duck hunt.
doesn't. He'll
But-
wear like a sweatshirt.
But no, yeah, duck hunting's pretty. If you're doing a guided hunt, now if like we were to go to my hole, I mean, it's not that different. I'd say this next year we try those layout blinds. I think those layout blinds will work.
Mine's still in the box. I haven't opened
Yeah.
it yet.
But like my spot, I mean, it just requires a little more work as far
It's
as
like 30-minute setup.
as far as packing the decoys out there and setting the decoys up.
Mm-hmm.
But once you got the decoys up, you basically just like find yourself a little place to hide, or if you got a A-frame or in our case a layout blind, you just lay in it until you see it.
You can legitimately fall asleep and we'll wake you up and ducks are coming.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I'd say it's definitely the most action-packed type
It's
of
my
hunting.
favorite type of hunting.
Because, I mean, I deer hunt, turkey hunt, duck hunt, and it's definitely the most action-packed if you're in a good spot. Now, I will say if you go on a guided hunt for your first hunt, you'll be like, oh, yeah, this is awesome. That's not how it's going to be every time.
No, you need no offense to Connor, but you need to hunt with Connor the first time and then go. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Bow fishing's fun.
I've talked to Connor
Depends on
about
where
that.
you
He
go
said
with.
he's got to get his
It's
trailer.
good. Yeah.
He said he's
And
gotta
where
get
you
his
go.
trailer.
Oh, dude. I felt so bad for JT. Remember when we went to Arkansas? He had some like bad fish or something.
Oh,
It was the first night. I felt so bad. He was
Dude.
throwing up literally for like 4 hours straight.
it was awful.
And it was like a small cot, like a little cottage. So it was
they
like a
heard
barrack, a
me. They heard
military
me all
barrack.
night long.
Yeah, like it felt so bad for
Yeah.
JT.
So
It was-
his mom cooked some food and it was good, but I feel like for some reason salmon doesn't agree with me anymore. I don't know
Yeah,
if
'cause
my
nobody
body-
else
This
got
guy's
sick.
like allergic to any
or-
kind of fish.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it's
But he
just-
loves it.
Yeah, basically. But
He's like the guy from, you ever seen Big Mouth?
dude,
That one kid's dad?
I went to scallops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember those,
He
yeah.
would just eat scallops and just shit himself in the next 4 hours. He's like, you love them, but they hate me. And then he'd just be on the toilet for hours,
Dude.
sneaking scallops. And his wife's like, stop eating the scallops.
That's another thing too. I can't eat scallops or
Yeah,
salmon
dude.
anymore.
He came to our restaurant and ate scallops. He, oh, dude, I love scallops. And then he got sick the next day. And he's like,
I used to eat scallops for like a year or two straight from the Cheetos. I'd get it in my bowls. I'd eat the
It's
shit.
good.
and then one time he got sick and he was like, dude, your food it got me sick. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I ate it that night. I was like, were you sick at that night? He's like, no. It was the next day when I ate them. I left it in my truck and ate it on my lunch break. I was like, so you left the food in your truck for how many hours and then ate it? He's like,
And
no,
his
I think
body
the
doesn't
scallops
love
were
it.
bad, dude. I was like, what?
But yeah, scallops and salmon. I don't know what they do to me, but yeah, his mom cooked some salmon, and I was like, last time I ate salmon, I threw up everywhere. But I want it,
Part
so
two.
I'm gonna eat it. I ate a bunch of it, and
It was
I went to
gas.
sleep.
It was, oh,
I went to sleep, and you know that feeling when you're like
he's
really
top
full.
bunk too. Let me
Yeah,
just
oh,
add
yeah.
something.
Oh,
He's
yeah, I was
top bunk.
bunk.
If you sit up straight, your head's hitting the ceiling. So it's just
Yeah.
like top bunk.
And you know that feeling you get when you're really full. You know your belly's just bulging.
Yeah.
I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm full. I'll sleep good. It was like 8 o'clock, 9 when we went to bed, whatever. And I went to sleep, feeling fine. Went to sleep. I wake up, I'm in a fucking hot sweat. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm in a fucking hot sweat. My fucking stomach feels like it's about to pop, and I feel like I'm about to throw up. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta go to the toilet now. And I remember just like jumping off that top bunk and going straight to the bathroom. And dude, I threw up. So the way it kind of worked out is Dell's parents' room was here, the bunk room was here, and there was a hallway, and the bathroom was here, and there was like a living room area on the other side.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I would go and throw up for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then go try to lay down on the couch and fall asleep. And dude, I'd lay down on the couch, and I'd just like, it's like almost like you were drunk almost. Like I'd get the spins real bad, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta throw up again. Go back and throw up for 5 to 10 minutes. Come back, and dude, it was like, I think I might, at the end of it, I think I might have slept like an hour or two, because we had to wake up at what, like 4:30?
Yeah, I mean, this
to go duck
was
hunt.
like till like 2 or 3 in the morning, from like 11 to like 2 to 3.
Yeah. And
was just-
then we had to wake up at like 4:30 to get everything and then
Yeah.
go meet the guides and go hunt.
Mm-hmm.
I still had a good time hunting. I was like,
Yeah, you're fine, huh?
yeah, I was like, yeah, which I told them, they were like, do you need to like stay here? I was like, fuck no, I'm not staying here. I was like, I'm going fucking hunting. I was like, I paid for this shit. I was like, I'm in fucking Arkansas. I was like, I'm not gonna be a pussy.
Yeah, we all got up. We're like, bro, you good?
Yeah. Yeah, his mom came out there at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I just,
The thing about JT, when he's
stomach
sick or
doesn't
not
feel
feeling good, he looks like he's on the edge of death.
Yeah.
He's knocking
Yeah.
on death's door every time, anytime. He's like, oh, good, I'm so good.
yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
He's all pale and shit. His eyes are fucking waxed over.
Yeah. Yeah, but moral of the story,
Stop eating seafood.
that and, you know,
Yeah, you should
Sometimes you-
stick to the safer ones.
sometimes you just gotta thug it out. You gotta thug it out sometimes.
Nah. You want some salmon?
No.
Well, you
No.
might as well try it again, see if that's what it was.
No.
Just salmon by itself.
Dude, throwing up is the worst.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown up in like over 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, I used to when I was a little kid. When I eat too much like junk food, I'd throw up. That was the only reason. I was like, my body would basically do the same thing. Like, all right, fat ass, this shit's coming back out. But
Dude.
then I just never threw up.
Dude, so me and my
Knock on wood.
me and my little brother, we used to sleep together when we were like little.
Gay.
And I remember we went to the movies that night, and he drank, you know, those big ass, the large like
The ices?
ices.
Yeah.
Dude, this motherfucker drank like 2 or 3 large ones. Drank them all. And we went back to the house. We got back to the house, went to sleep, whatever, and we were going to bed. Mom put us to bed or whatever. I wake up like in the middle of the night to wet shit on my back. And I get up and turn the light on, and there's just a puddle about that big, a blue ice he had thrown up on the bed. And dude, I was so mad. I went downstairs and woke Mom up. I was like, Jacob just threw up everywhere. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, he literally threw up everywhere. And she got up there and had to change the sheets and everything. And I was like, I was pissed.
Dude, that was the worst, trying to wake your parents up
Yeah.
at night. I was
Oh.
trying to would wake my mom up, but not my dad. I always thought he'd get upset, but
Yeah.
my dad though, whenever I'm sick, he's like the nicest person in the world.
Dude, that's how they all are.
I know. I was
honestly.
confused as a kid. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like
Yeah,
he's
but when
always
they figure out you're
super-
okay, it's right back to normal.
Yeah. Like whenever something's wrong, Dad's like the nicest person. But like as a kid, I was like trying to arm and crawl past the bed because like when you open my parents' room, it would be my dad, then my mom.
Yeah.
My dad wakes up to everything. Like my dad, growing up, he would wake up punching, he's woken up and grabbed people before, about to fight them. So but then when I was growing up, he had arthritis. So when he'd get up like that, he'd just his back's so out of kind of respect, I'm trying to avoid this, and then I don't want to get my ass beat at 2 a.m. So I'm like, Mom. Again, but yeah, dude, I hated that when I was a kid.
No.
Yeah, dude, that was, yeah.
No,
I
when
hated
me and my
getting
little
sick.
brother were younger, this dude, he would just have random nosebleeds all the time. And one time we fell asleep with the light on, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, what time is it? I check the time, and then I look over. There's just blood all over his face. It was the scariest thing. I thought he was dead. I was like, am I still dreaming? What is going on? Dude, blood smeared all over his face. I'm like, Trey, are you okay? He's like, yeah, what's going on? I'm like, you're covered in blood. He's like, what? He goes in the mirror. He's like, ah! Dude, he starts freaking out. We're both freaking out. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. What's going on? Yeah, dude, yeah.
I don't get those either. Those
Nosebleeds?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had.
I get them every once in a while, allergy season.
Last time I did that, we were playing on WKU's field, and I was just fucking around trying to dive for balls. I dove and it hit me in the nose.
When was that?
Oh, that was 6 years ago, probably. It wasn't even like during the game. It was just like after the game. We were just fucking around.
Oh, in like high school.
Yeah. I don't know, fucking being stupid, and fuck around and find out. But
Yeah, little brothers, man, they're weird.
yeah, especially yours, dude. He drops the biggest bombshells I've ever
I
seen.
know, it's crazy. Like it's the most wild thing I've ever seen in my life. Every time it's something new that's like earth shattering. You're like,
What? And he addresses it like it's just another day.
yeah,
It's
he drops it all nonchalant.
Yeah, mine's just a bum.
Yeah, hashtag
Yeah.
shout out bum. See bum.
No, mine, he just like casually is like, yeah, I got shot last weekend. Like that's like, I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. What do you mean? They're like, oh, I just got shot. Like that's how casually like that's the kind of level, and then how nonchalant he is.
Dude, you remember when he used to ride his bike
I was about to
around
say that.
campus?
Didn't he post a video when he fell over?
Dude, that is the funniest thing. He got made fun of so much at work for that. We all clowned on his ass.
Dude.
I showed Dad and my uncle, and they were
I
crying.
literally added him just so I could see it.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I know.
he I remember looking at his story and it was like 2 or 3 videos of him riding through campus, and then next one was like his bike upside down. He was like, I just crashed my bike. It was like,
I almost got hit by a car.
yeah.
And that dude, the way he ends that video, I just crashed. Almost got hit by a car. But it's a great night out tonight. It's great for riding bikes. It's perfect temperature. Just remember, be careful. And then that was when he was on he was super religious for a little bit, way more than the average person. And then he was like, yeah, have a blessed day, have a blessed night or something.
Stay up,
and
homie.
yeah. And then it was he ends the video there, and I was like, what did I just watch? The next day I show my dad, and he's like, that fucking idiot. And he starts yelling at my brother, what are you doing riding your bike around town in the middle of the night? He's like, it's not too hot, and it was a nice night.
He always does it midnight to 1 in the morning.
Yeah. He's got his little reflective vest on and
high
stuff.
vis.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what are you doing at night? He's like, just riding my bike.
Dude,
What?
I think we were at your grandparents' maybe. I forgot where we were. And you remember when your grandpa was making fun of Trey?
Dude, we went camping down at Lamb
Yes,
Lake.
dude, that was the funniest.
He was
that was funny as fuck.
he was getting on the track team, or he was doing cross country. He just started, so he's like, I gotta make sure I get my miles in. So he's running every day.
Right.
He ran 2 or 3 miles or something. Comes back, and he's sweating. He's like, I need water. And my grandpa's like, how far did you go? He's like, 3 miles. That's it? He's like, he got all upset. Because he's heated, it's hot outside.
He goes to 0 to 100.
Dude, like that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, why don't you go run 3 miles, Grandpa? And he's like 85. He's just messing with him. And then I see that he's mad, and I'm like, oh, I got to get in on this. So I'm like, his middle name's Alexander, so I call him Alex the Lion when he gets mad. And I go, hey Alex, like Madagascar.
Dude,
He doesn't know whether to get mad or start laughing, so he's just like, leave me alone.
Dude, he's got a quick fuse on him.
Oh, dude.
He's on the spectrum a little bit. He's
definitely
great kid, low on the spectrum.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
He would get mad though. His fuse is so short, and it's so funny messing with him.
Oh yeah.
Didn't he text you? It was like, bro, did you just add me to see my story?
Yeah. I was like, maybe.
Yeah.
You might be onto something there, buddy.
Then he texts me. He's like, "Did you just send that to JT?" I was like, "No, I sent it to everybody." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah," because I think we were on the game that night, and I was like, "Yeah, did you see Trey's story?" And he's like, "No, send it to me." It's so funny.
He's like, is he running anymore or no?
No.
Oh.
He don't have time. That girl he's with has a kid.
Or 2.
Or a couple. I don't know.
Rumor has it. There may be another one.
I don't know. But
How old is she?
apparently she's 28.
Which is, as long as you're happy,
Like I
100% great,
like I said,
but
bombs.
Yeah,
He's dropping
yeah.
bombs. On me.
Trey's
Like
like
I did.
20, isn't
I
he?
found out he had a
21?
yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
21.
find out he has a girlfriend, and then a couple weeks later,
A birthday
he's
party.
moving out. I'm like, okay, that's cool. She's moving in. All right, whatever. A couple weeks later, hey, you want to come to this birthday party for my girlfriend's daughter? Huh? Do what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can swing by.
Sure.
I'm like, how old is she? She's turning 5. What? And I'm thinking like, she's a younger girl, like around his age too. So I'm like, she's 5,
The
she's
math ain't
21.
mathing.
So
Yeah.
she was like
16.
barely able to have kids in high school. 16. Holy shit. And then I didn't ask questions because, of course, he calls me on speaker and she's in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, trying to be nice.
Yeah, props for you, because I would have been done.
Oh, dude, like, yeah, if it was just me and him, it'd been a different conversation. But I don't know. I just keep finding out more and more. I'm like,
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
holy shit. Yeah. I mean, whatever he wants to do, I guess he could do it. He'll figure it out, I guess, or
Hey, as long as he's happy, man.
get bit in the ass.
There's nothing wrong with giving people to kids.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, but at 21, it's a little rough, especially when you don't have like a whole career set.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I look at it.
You should get in the
Being a
gambling,
problem.
the family business.
Their family business.
He's the only one that's not in it.
Yeah, my sister too. She, honestly, they probably wouldn't be as good at it. I don't know why. I'm the most like my mom out of anybody.
Yeah, because
I feel like you
That's
try
why I
and take
don't-
the smarter route as far as gambling. You don't just go in there and
Yeah, but like,
spin. You kind of try and take an educated guess about it.
I don't know. Like even like the way they deal with life, they just don't have the finesse that I have.
have you ever double fisted a machine like two of them?
Yeah.
Have you really? You probably would.
No, it's because the button doesn't work on this side, so I'm just like fucking around. And then sometimes I'm looking at my mom. I'm in a bonus. I'm looking at my mom and dad, and I start doing the thing that, like those crazy people do. Start slapping the screen. I'm like, come on, just slapping the fuck out of it. And everybody's looking. I'm like, dude, it's so funny.
Dude, you need one time you hit a bonus, you need to just scream out, "Oh my God, 100,000!" every soul in there would turn around and just look.
Bro, I've seen
like,
it when
"Oh."
people hit that big, dude.
That says $10.
Dude, I heard one time I just hear screaming as loud as freaking possible from across the casino, and this girl hit like $50,000. I was like, nah, shit, I would scream too, low key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd have been.
That's a
crazy.
fat check.
50
I
grand.
don't know. I try to act like all nonchalant when I hit something.
Man, that shit's easy.
I'm just like, man, it's only $5K.
8 weeks in a row hitting this? Come on, man.
Come on, man. Shit. But yeah, I don't think they have the same finesse.
You didn't get your win-loss statement.
Yeah, like an actual printed out.
Yeah, we can go over that.
We need to take another trip up to
Evansville?
Evansville.
Yeah.
Dude,
We
I
need to go to
swear
Fort
you,
Lauderdale, dude, and go to the Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. I went down there when I was
I'm
there.
down. I'm down to go when we go down for the bachelor trip. I mean, we'll be close.
I went there, was it 2 months ago I went? 3 months ago? It was cool. I lost $100 in like 5 minutes, but it was cool.
There's one, so when I went up to Illinois with my buddy Lake, we went duck hunting. There was a smaller casino, and we went in there, and they had $5 and $10 minimum blackjack tables. It wasn't like 25 and 15 like it is, or maybe even bigger at some of the bigger casinos. And it's kind of nice. I mean, you're not getting robbed, I guess, per se, straight from the get-go, because if you're on a $25 table and you're just showing up with $200, you might as well. I mean, you got to play go big or go home at that point.
Yeah,
But
shoot.
if you go on like a $5 table, you can kind of try and build yourself up and kind of fill the table out before you put $25 in there,
Yeah. Or you
Yeah.
can just learn how to count cards.
Yeah, that's too much work. But
I heard it's
Anyway.
really easy.
really,
Yeah.
I've never tried
yeah.
or even looked up to try. But
Basically, what I've heard from it, like I haven't even looked it up, but like from that movie, have you seen the movie like 21 or something?
Yes. Yeah, that's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. But basically, what you do is you like certain cards are worth certain points. Like one adds points, one takes them off, and then like when the deck is reading like a higher number, you're more likely to get more tens. So you should just raise your bet when you're more likely to get tens because you're going to be closer to 21.
Yeah, just more decks makes it harder.
Yeah.
But well, I like playing on those tables up there. I think I went on the 5 minimum and made like 600. I was on it for like an hour and a half, but I mean, I think I turned like 200 into like a little over a grand that night. And I was happy because we were supposed to be up there for a duck hunting trip. So basically, my whole duck hunting trip was paid for, and I brought home money. So I was like, fuck yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Blackjack's the 21, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the dudes that have been playing it on their fridge?
No.
With like the augmented reality.
No. So there's like this like $3,100 fridge at like Home Depot or something, wherever they sell fridge. Not Home Depot, they don't sell fridge there. But they go in there and it's like day 10 of gambling until we make enough money to buy this fridge. And like the fridge with the big screen, you can play.
You can get it on the internet and play.
Yeah, so they're like on the fridge, like playing blackjack on it, and it's the funniest.
Have you
thing
seen
ever.
the guy with like the augmented video
Yeah.
camera headset thing?
The AR goggles?
Yeah, the AR goggles, and he gets on there and he's like paying for lunch, and it's like $50. He's like, let me see if I can make this back real quick. Puts $50 on a blackjack hand, and if he loses, he's like, oh shit. $100.
Yeah.
He's trying to make his money back.
He did that with an iPhone or something like that. He's like, how much is this iPhone? Oh, I'm gambling real quick. No, I lost. Sorry, I can't buy it.
There's some of the games you can do like heads or tails.
Yeah.
So he like goes up to random people, heads or tails, and then he's like, "You just made me $700. Thank you," and then walks away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He did that at a dealership and got kicked out.
I would like to go to a casino and play like an actual game of Texas Hold'em. Like we play all the time, just fucking around. But
Yeah, it's a lot
like,
different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot different in a real scene. Cause
Is that what we play?
Yeah, because you're actually betting for money and you're not
but
with buddies.
If you get on like a really good table, it's a lot different. Like,
As far as what?
how they play. Like
actually
we do
know
not
the
play
game.
close to the same.
Really?
Yeah, like we get. What you should do is like you have a really good hand.
Yeah.
You're almost going all in from the get go, basically. Really? Yeah, and then how people play their hand is like there's certain percentages.
How you're gonna play yours.
You can.
Yeah.
It's how you're gonna play yours, how you raise and lower the pot, when to go all in. Like though they know every single strat, and then like at the super high pinnacle of it all, they know the certain percentages of how likely they are to have a certain hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also know how people are going to play based off of having that certain hand.
Yeah.
So it's like a 3% that chance they're going to win with this hand. And then a flop or the river comes out, and then it changes all the percentages. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm sure if we just walk into a casino and play with a bunch of randoms.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of randoms. Like, you do good, but
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to go.
I want to do blackjack. I never played blackjack. I played.
Blackjack's fun.
Dude,
you should have played
I
that
love
first time we
blackjack.
went.
I love blackjack.
When I went to the Hard Rock, I played. What's the? Where you bet on black or red? What's that called?
Roulette.
Yeah, roulette. That's where I lost all my money.
Oh, really?
I won.
Instantly?
No, I mean I didn't put all 100 on, but I think I won 2, and then I just lost all of it. The rest of it.
I like playing craps.
Stupid.
I like craps. Craps
Craps
is
is
pretty
cool.
fun.
Is that craps or crafts?
Craps.
Craps.
CRA.
CRIP.
Yeah. It's where you roll the dice and basically you just don't want it to land on a 7.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. And you can bet. So you got to.
You seen the movies where they're like all huddled around this big ass
Yeah.
table and they throw the dice?
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah, so basically there's a bunch of individual little squares and numbers, and you got like a bunch of different variations it can land on, but if it lands on a 7, that means
It kills all the bets on the table.
So there's
And that's what they take.
so there's like a 1 through 12 red and 1 through 12 black, I think maybe, or are they all?
No, it's just 1 through 12.
Oh, well, it's 1 through 12.
Or 2 through 12.
Yeah, and then there's like different, like I guess denoms, whatever it is, on like snake eyes, and then
Yeah, you can bet on like
just
the
different
different combinations
Yeah.
that can land too. So you can bet on just the numbers that it can land on, or you can bet on like 2 2s, 3 threes, 4 fours,
Yeah.
or different combinations of 7, or different combinations of
Right.
like,
Yeah.
Right.
or like you can bet the field, or some of them, the numbers you can leave your bets on there as long as it doesn't hit 7. So it
It's
just
kind of
keeps
like
rolling.
roulette, though, right? Like you kind of bet the different
Sort
numbers
of.
it could be on, or like
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, except if it hits 7, the whole board gets wiped
But
out.
like you put your bet on the numbers, and it stays there until you hit the 7, or
Yeah.
whatever kills the board.
Yeah.
What if you just pull like? Can you ever take
Yeah,
your
you can
stuff
take it off. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
at the
it's
end of the round, you can take it all off.
You ever seen them playing bubble craps? The machine?
no.
No, I'll show
No.
you some videos later. But bubble crap's pretty fun too. It's the same thing.
Yeah. But I like playing it. I think it's pretty fun. Jack kind of introduced me to it and showed me
Yeah.
how to play it, and you can bet less money and still have fun on that.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun. It's basically I think how they started out, they'll roll dice, and if it lands on like a 9, that means every time, if it lands on a 9, and you don't even have any chips on the 9, I think there's like an outer ring you can put your chips on. You get paid out if it lands on the 9, if that's the first.
Yeah, I don't
number
know all
that
the
it rolls.
rules.
Yeah, it's fun. I like playing that and blackjack if I'm at a real casino, and I'd like to play some Texas Hold'em.
I swear they thought I was counting cards that first time we went.
Really,
Because I was just getting lucky with raising and lowering my bet.
dude, we were.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I'd put it at the minimum, and then I'd lose the hand. And then the very next one, I'd like triple what I was betting.
Yeah.
Like it didn't make sense, but I was just like feeling it. And I was like, I think we're going to hit on this one. So I'd just throw more money out there. And I'd hit on it. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's run it back. And then I'd hit on that and be like, it's about time for me to get fucked over. So I'd pull my bet back, and then I'd lose that. And then like the little, the pit boss in the middle that just walks around, or they're like changing out hundreds for chips.
Yeah.
That they
Right.
call out to. That dude kept eyeing me down. And I was like,
So
what are you,
taking
gay?
your money.
It's like, why are you eyeing me down? I'm just like trying to play.
wanna kiss
But I was only up like $300 or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we weren't playing high.
Right.
Dude, I remember when I worked at MDR, and I had some guys in my crew that loved to go, and I was like, dude, I work way too fucking hard for my money. I'm not gonna go blow it every single week at this casino. It was in Evansville.
Oh, they go every single week?
Yes,
Holy.
every Wednesday. And
Pay took that shred to a different level.
eventually, it was like one of my last weeks there. I was gonna start at 1, and so I was like, fuck it, I'll go. I went. I think I had $300, and I turned 300 into like 19. I was playing blackjack. I think I had like a $5 side bet on like the 1 to 900.
Yeah.
and it paid.
Yeah,
I
you hit the
a
best side bet.
dude. I didn't even know what it was. I was just playing, and everybody started freaking out. They were like, "Oh my god, you hit hit it!" And I was like, "What did I hit?" And they were like, "The side bet. It pays this and this much." And then next thing I know, I'm getting $100 chips in both
Just
hands
throwing at
pushed
you,
my
yeah.
way. I was like, "Hell
I'm
yeah!"
done.
So this is gambling.
And then the next hand,
And then you fell in love.
no, and then the next hand, I didn't even put a side bet on it, and everybody was like, "You're not gonna put a side bet on it?" I was like, "No, I'm not really feeling it." They were like, "You just made like 1,700 off of a side bet. Now you're not putting one on." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling it."
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
done.
hit it. What are the odds that I hit
yeah,
it again?
exactly.
Nah, people are stupid, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't understand the side bet or like splitting when you get like two of the same numbers.
So the side bets are based off of like your 2 cards and whatever the dealer's showing.
yeah,
So you know how they have one flipped over and then,
Right.
and then the one that's showing?
right.
So like say it drop, you get a perfect pair.
Right.
So like a 5 or a 5 and a 5, that's just a regular pair. It might pay 1 to 3. So if you got $5, you get 15 back. Or if it's a perfect pair, same suit, same thing, it's like a 1 to 6 or something like that. You get $30 back. Or it could be like the same suit all the way and it's a flush and then it's like 1 to 15 and it just, the more rare it is, the higher the payout is.
yeah.
As long as you have that side bet down.
Yep.
What if you lose the hand and the dealer wins like 21 and you have like 18?
Well, you keep your side bet.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, but you can
if-
still win the side bet.
yeah.
You win the side bet automatically when the
Okay, so
When
I
the
guess
cards are
that's-
dealt, as soon as the cards are
Right.
dealt, you know if you won or lost the side bet.
Yeah, you can win
and you
however
can win
much,
or
huh?
lose your hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not. With
It's
each
not
other.
connected to your
Gotcha.
hand. It's just based off of what's there.
Yeah. So say you're.
That's why
betting-
it's called a side bet.
Yeah.
It's like if me and you on the side, we're like, I bet the next 2 cards are gonna be a perfect pair.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's basically like if you bet $5 on your hand and you had $5 on a side bet.
Yeah.
Well, say your side bet hit for $1,000 before she even or he whoever's dealing it before they even deal all the cards and show them and get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
They're gonna give you your money for your side hand automatically before you even play your main hand.
Gotcha.
And then you may win, you may lose your main hand.
Gotcha.
I want to get into Baccarat.
Dude, I've
The
seen,
Baccarat
I've
or
seen,
Baccarat,
I've
yeah.
seen some interesting things about it. I don't know. Mickey Mace is good at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where he makes all his money.
a lot of them because it's the best odds.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is blackjack not really good odds though?
it's good, but it's not the best.
You got to know how to play your hand.
You also have to play perfect blackjack.
Do you stand or go in on 16? I've always been
It
told to
depends what the
stand.
dealer has.
It depends on what the deal.
I've heard if the dealer has like a
if they've got like a 9, then you should probably just hit.
yeah.
Yeah, but
if
doesn't
if
the-
the dealer has a 6 or below,
And that's why
you're
counting
supposed to
cards
hit.
also helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
If-
doesn't the dealer go until either he hits 21 or bust?
Soft 17 is what it is.
It's
have the-
he could they can. It just depends on the table. Some of them they have to hit on a 16. Some of them they don't.
So if a dealer hits a 19, can he stay or does he have to draw another card?
He has to stay.
Oh, so I thought it was okay. So he can.
Yeah, they
stay
have
on
to
a-
stay on certain numbers, but they're allowed to hit on the other ones.
Yeah, like if
So it's like
they-
11 they're allowed to hit,
Yeah.
but it might be a 20 and they can't hit again. You know what I mean? And
Gotcha.
plus it wouldn't even be like worth hitting.
Right,
I
right.
think most of them can. I think the biggest number they can hit on is
The soft 17.
Soft 17,
What's
which
soft
is
17?
a face
So-
card with an ace.
A 10 and an
Or-
ace, because your ace can be a 1 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be 21 if a face card?
No, so they could have like a 5.
Oh, okay. That I got you there.
So it could either be 16, which would be a soft 16,
Right.
because you can change it to be a 6. That's
Right.
why it's called soft, because it can change
Right.
up or down. Or they can have like a soft 17, which is a 6, so it could be 17 or 7.
Right.
Yeah.
What it isn't it then if you have 5 cards, you automatically win, and you're under 21 still.
I've never heard that rule.
Oh, I thought it was like I thought in blackjack if you had 5 cards
No.
and you're still 21 or under, you win.
No, I've heard. I mean, as far as what the dealer has, I've heard if you have a 16 and they've had like a 2 or 3, you're supposed to hit on it because that 2 and 3 will add up to close to 21. Is what I've heard. I've heard 6 or below. You want to stay on a 16 because they're either gonna bust.
Yeah, you just have to read the book. But
Yeah.
like if you play like perfect blackjack, then your odds go up. Like you're hitting on all the right stuff and not hitting on the right stuff and splitting the right things
Yeah.
and doubling down on the right things. You can raise your odds based off of that.
Well, it's gambling 101.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about? We can wrap this up. Wrap it and tab it.
Not really.
Any stories, JT?
No, I think I'm lost word out. Other
Thank
than
God.
you gotta come play blackjack with us actually next time.
I'll play blackjack. That's the only game I like somewhat understand because I can count.
It's fun too because when we like go to like Evansville or whatever, we can like help you out. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. I can't sit here and play for you.
Yeah, but you
I-
can tell me,
But
like,
if you're like,
Stand on that.
should I hit? Should I stay?
Stand
Like,
on business.
should I double? Should I split? You know.
Yeah, because it's like everybody versus the dealer, basically.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even sometimes the dealer will be like, I'd stay. You
Yeah.
know.
Because the
And-
dealer, it's not their money. They're like,
yeah,
bro,
the dealer actually wants to help you out sometimes.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
but they're not your friend at the end of the day.
Yeah, they try to fuck you over.
Yeah.
But like,
Dude,
yeah, I think they get in trouble if they lose too much money on the table.
Yeah.
the virtual dealers are hilarious.
Dude, yeah.
I hate the virtual dealers. Fuck the virtual dealers.
They're hilarious because
Not like on those machines. I'm talking like,
Oh,
No, like, they be
online.
talking shit.
yeah,
They be talking
some of them
shit.
talk shit.
they're like, man, I don't care about this job.
Yeah.
Because like you can like type stuff out and the dealer
Yeah.
reads it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's hilarious.
My favorite's that Russian guy that talks to him.
I don't know if I've seen him. To be honest.
You probably have.
Probably.
He's like, do you think his name's like my cock's long or something? Like his little username. And then he talks to all the girls and tries to flirt with them, or he'll talk to the guys and be like, the girl in the back shuffling cards. He's like, hey, you think she's bad? He's like, no.
I see that one, yeah. Or like the dealer's like flexing his like Lamborghini that he drives or something like that. He's like, bro, I bet you're broke. He's like, no, I'm not. But anyways, I guess let's wrap it up, boys. It's been an hour and 15 minutes on the nose, so
Yep.
appreciate everybody. Thank you again. Have a good day if you're still watching. Adios.
Thanks for watching. Peace.